Hey guys, I'm the Burke and I do things, and in today's video I tested out some new products. I tested out some tools from BK Beauty. I tested out everything I bought at M Cosmetics. I tested out a new eyeshadow palette. Everything here is on my face. If you guys are interested in how everything went, my first impression, my thoughts, my feelings, everything in between, then keep on watching. Let's go. Okay, so I'm really excited. The first product I'm going to try is from BK Beauty, and it is their 101 brush. I'm going to try this out with my foundation today, but I also kind of want to use the sponge in conjunction and kind of try both out at the same time. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wet the sponge, but I wanted to just kind of show the size prior. I don't actually own a sponge that is this specific shape. Like, any ones I have with like the double bump are more rounded at the top, so I actually like how pointed this is. I think it'll be really nice for concealer, and this end will be really nice for like all of that stuff. So I'm gonna be right back. I'll wet this and show you what it looks like. So here it is. It grew quite a bit. Texturally speaking, I feel like it feels similar to the orange Real Technique sponge, but it also doesn't quite feel like the Real Technique sponge. Very similar though. Also, my nail polish today is inspired by Heather Austin. She had colorful, shiny, bright, fun, summery nails, and I did it. I copied her. Okay, so the only thing I have on my face right now besides my skincare is my primer, and I used the Touch in Sol No Pore Bloom Primer this morning. And I will now be going in with the Catrice HD Liquid Camouflage Foundation. I have this in the shade Rose Beige. This one usually matches pretty well when I'm self-tan. It also is decent coverage, but lightweight and long wearing, which is great this time of year. All right, here we go with my new brush. Oh, that is so soft. Oh, it definitely is really soft and helps blend everything really, really easily. What I love about this foundation is I feel like you get such good coverage, but the actual consistency is so lightweight, which is so nice this time of year. And because it is like a more mattifying foundation, it will kind of last a lot longer throughout the day. I don't really love the applicator on this, but I like the foundation a lot, so I work with it. And then any extra is what I'll just drag onto my forehead. I usually don't add any extra product up there. Wow. This might be one of the softest brushes I've ever used. The only other like fancy kind of brush I've ever bought is the IT Cosmetics Love is the Foundation brush. And this is actually like significantly more than this. This one retails for almost like $50. And this one is not as soft as this, so. If you have been pining after one of the IT Cosmetics foundation brushes but don't want to spend as much money, there's this. Also, a lot of people have discount codes. I was able to use one and get 10% off. I also thought it'd be fun to test out the brush with a cream bronzer, so I'm going to go in with my Milk Makeup cream bronzer. The cheeks, hit the forehead, and blend. And a lot of times with cream bronzers, I like to use more of a tapping motion than like a dragging motion. And I feel like that blended it out so fast. That was fantastic. I'm really impressed. I really like it. I get what the hype is about. I really get the hype. All right, now for the sponge, I'm gonna try that with the concealer. For concealer today, I'm gonna go in with the Pacifica Liquid Coverage Concealer. I have this in the shade 20NF. I'm also gonna prime my lids with it today. I don't feel like going in with an eye primer. I'm gonna let that sit for a second and kind of dry a little, and then I'll blend it out. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the pointy end here. I mean, that point is very, very pointy, which means it like gets right in there, which I feel like some sponges can't really do because they're so rounded. Now I'm just gonna kind of tap out the foundation. It's very, very soft. Like, it's not one of those sponges that feels like I'm like smacking myself in the face. If you've seen the video of me trying the Hank & Henry sponge, it does not feel like that. Okay, I'm really digging these BK Beauty products. Now I'm gonna go in with my M Cosmetics Serum Blush. I'm so excited for this. I feel like I've been yearning after this for so long. I have this in the shade Rose Milk. So I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. So this is what the shade looks like. And I'm just gonna doot, 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 doot. I don't know, doot, doot, and use the sponge. I wonder if it looks better if I just use my finger because it's so lightweight. I also will try to add a little over powder to see how it works over powder. That looks so pretty, that shade. And I mean, I am pretty much at my most tan that I physically can self-tan right now. So it will definitely also work on my skin tone when I'm not self-tan. I don't know if someone with a deeper tan than me or skin tone in general would be able to necessarily use this shade, but I do know that they have 4 shades, and I think they're coming out with 2 new ones, so it was hard to only pick one. I really like the way that looks. Oh, it's so pretty. Very quickly, I'm going to set a little bit of my face with the Too Faced Born This Way powder. I lied, I'm gonna throw in a couple other things too, and I'll let you know what I did. Okay, so besides setting my face, I actually threw on a little bit of the Revlon Skin Lights bronzer. I threw a little of the Tarte dual-ended eyeliner in my waterline. For my brows, I used the Uma Baby Hair Brow Pencil and the Wonder Beauty Clear Brow Gel. Now I want to see if I can add some of the blush serum over the powder, since I did have to powder a little to be able to add some bronzer. This method of application is not the easiest. There we go. I also was not planning on adding any highlighter today because I think this will give like a really nice glow. Okay, I really like how glowy it is. Okay, there is one eyeshadow palette I wanted to test out, and this is from Zoeva, and this is their Cocoa Blend palette. I got this in a BoxyCharm. I tried the Cafe one like 2 months ago, and I just thought it was okay. I felt like the mattes performed well, but the shimmers weren't that great. And this one has 4 mattes and the rest are like shimmery satins. So I'm gonna try this one out with my other BK Beauty brush. This is the 202 brush, which I believe is like their smaller blender. And I'm gonna start with this shade right here, which is called Substitute for Love. If you guys have used Zoeva, what have you thought of their eyeshadows? Because I don't know if it was just like that one palette I tried out was kind of not that great. But I just was like, I didn't not like it, but I was like completely underwhelmed by the quality of it. So, I mean, this one's pretty neutral with like some cool tone like purples and that like kind of pinky shade right there. This brush is really, really nice. It's nice and fluffy. I feel like it's doing a nice job blending. If you guys have tried BK Beauty, what are some of your favorite brushes? Because I just kind of randomly picked. I wanted to try a sponge, I wanted to try a face brush, and I wanted to try an eye brush. So I kind of picked one of each for my first go around. I think I'm gonna try and add some of Beans Are White. I don't really understand that shade name. Out here. And then maybe a little bit of Freshly Toasted as well. The shimmer I want to use, I think I'm going to go in with Sweeter End. However, I know I had issues last with the other palette with the shimmer not really popping, so I'm going to put a little base down. I'm going to use my MAC Paint Pot, and this is my Luxie Small Shader Brush. I'm just going to kind of lay down a bit of a tacky base so it has something to grip onto, and see if that helps the issue I had with the last palette. All right, so I'm going to use my finger, going with Sweeter End here. I mean, kind of. I feel like it's the same issue where like it's kind of like a chalky shimmer. I'm gonna try to add a little bit of Pure Ganache. Bet you I said that name wrong. More in the center. I just feel like the shimmers in these palettes are like chalky, and it makes them a lot harder to work with. I'm going back in with Freshly Toasted. Touch that up. I just like feel the fallout. Yep, there's fallout everywhere. Very annoying. I'm gonna try to sweep some of that away. All right, I'm gonna use this shader brush from Moda with Bitter Start here. and clean up the edges. Get under the brow bone. This is so annoying. I really don't like the way this is turning out. And again, it's the shimmers. I just feel like it's not blending. Very frustrating. I'm not even gonna add anything under here. I'm just gonna take whatever is on this brush. Glide it under a little and say, oh well. That's very disappointing. All right, really quickly, I'm gonna set it with my Morphe spray. Gonna throw on some YSL The Shock mascara. All right, and lastly, I have a gloss from M Cosmetics. I bought the shade Magic Hour. I really wanted to buy the Magic Hour palette, but I was just like, baby steps, only a couple of things at a time. Ooh, it smells like, what does that smell? It smells good. I don't know what the smell is though. It's very lightweight. I don't know if I can really think of a gloss I own that feels like this. It's very creamy. It's not like, it just feels like a really, almost like lightweight lipstick. Oh, I really like that. Okay, that is everything that I was gonna try in this video. So let me go over everything really quick. BK Beauty. I am very impressed with everything. I think it all performed really well. I really like that the brand donates to children. You know, it's just, it seems like a really nice brand to support. M Cosmetics, I just feel like everything M Cosmetics does like is guaranteed to be great. I say that as the only other product I've tried from them is liquid lipstick, but so far I'm 3 for 3 with their products. And I would not be against getting a different shade. I wouldn't be against it. Honestly, the only flop I'd say of the video is the Zoeva palette. I mean, again, like I feel like the mattes are fine. It's just the shimmers don't show up. I don't get it. Please let me know if anyone else who got a Zoeva palette in their BoxyCharm feels like they've had similar issues. I'd love to not feel alone. Let me know in the comments. Also, let me know if you have tried anything from M Cosmetics or BK Beauty, what you really loved. Let me know down there. And as usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys!